What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with the very first official Christmas staycation video of 2024. Well, if you don't include the videos that I'm doing on What the Chet. Now there is another video that's going up on there as well. I set up my dad's train set. LGBs are some of the best toy trains or model trains that you can buy. But anyway, guys, before we start off with the 12 days of Christmas, usually there are about three vlogs that follow. And anyway, guys, they have completely renovated Johnston Park here in Cleveland, Tennessee. They've got a lot of lights up, and especially in downtown as well. So I figured, I've lifted my referendum. You know what? Let's see all the Christmas lights that are here in downtown Cleveland. Let's do it. It looks pretty darn cool. But before we do, take a look at what they're doing to the Cherokee Summit. They are definitely doing some renovations. Also, the traffic is pretty darn loud. But like I said, I'm kind of curious to see what they do with it. I know that they're going to turn it into a city hall of some sort. But I don't know. We might do that in a future vlog. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with a very brief statement here in this video. And you know what, you guys? It is the holiday season. It is the time of gift giving. And I bet for some of you all do not know what to get that certain someone in your life. Well, I have something that you all might want to consider. And that is my book, Ghosts and Mysteries of Bradley County, Tennessee. Anyway, guys, I wrote this book back in September. It's been doing really well. I love you all for that. So far, I've sold upwards of about 40 copies. But you know what, you guys? For that holiday season, for the Christmas season, for all those of you who like ghoulies and goblins and all that good stuff, and you all are from my neck of the woods, make sure to check out Ghosts and Mysteries of Bradley County. Only $15, you guys, and you know what? It is money well spent. Anyway, on to the video. And I believe this marker is new. This kind of tells a little bit more on who the Johnstons were. Johnston Memorial Park, named for John Tucker Johnston and his wife Mary Tipton Johnston, and dedicated into their memory. To honor them and preserve the home site, which was theirs for 55 years, this property was given in 1937 to the city of Cleveland to serve as a park. So anyway, that tells a little bit of story behind Johnston Park. It looks like they've done a really good job of cleaning it up. I know for a long time there were a lot of homeless people, a lot of vagabond stuff that went on here, but looks like they have definitely gotten themselves out of that, or at least for the most part. Actually, back in 2000, I think it was 2010, 2011, a friend of mine got married here. It's been a while since I've stood in this gazebo, but it does look really nice. Just check out all the lights, especially the giant Christmas tree. You know what? Let's go check it out. And I really like the aesthetic that they do have some Christmas music playing. Hopefully I won't get a copyright hit on it or a copyright claim. But enough of that. Oh, cool, look. It lights up in tune with the music. Now that I didn't see. And they've got some wreaths surrounding it. But yeah, I'd probably say this Christmas tree is about maybe 30 feet tall, maybe 35. I think it's a fake one, no? Yeah, it's a fake Christmas tree. But that is one big fake Christmas tree. Look, they've they've got themselves a reindeer. And they got a reindeer right over here as well. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I just like it, how the tree lights up. That's pretty darn cool. Kudos to you, Cleveland. That tree is pretty darn sweet. Let's see what they got down here. I mean, I know for a really long time they did have it was some kind of sound stage down here, but I think that they tore it down because they had a homeless problem, or at least that's, I want to say that's what I understand. It might be different though, but anyway, cool. Look how they've lit up these trees. That's pretty darn sweet. You know, let's walk amongst them. Let's check them out each individually on how they're lit up. Quite a few of them. Looks like they're all kind of strung throughout the park. Again, I just like watching this tree. It's super cool. Alright, now that we've seen that, let's check out some of the other lights around in downtown Cleveland. Really, we don't have to go all that far. It's really right across the street. I really like how they're only about halfway up the tree. I won't be able to make it to the Christmas parade that they have. I believe it's on the 7th or the 8th, I believe, and my family and I will be in Florida. But that does not mean we can check out the lights that are already here. For example, look how that house is lit up. It's got the traditional Christmas colors, and right across from there you've got the Bradley County Election Office, or the Election Commission office, where the big giant tree is. Here, we'll walk across the street and we'll get a closer look of it. Again, that house looks way cooler up close. Oh, dude, I forget how old this tree is. For those of you who are local to Cleveland, how old is this tree? I forget. I think it's like 100 years old. I know it was planted a while back, but I believe it is some kind of spruce. Right underneath it, you have a few presents. This is where I voted this year. It was kind of cool. It was my first real-time voting. Well, I mean, I voted before, but not in Cleveland. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Just check out those reindeers that are over the heating vent. I want to say that they've had these for a while. They had them the last time that I did a video on the Cleveland Christmas parade. Though I want to say that they had another one somewhere. Now that we're on the other side of the road, let's see. Let's check out these lights. Cool. They have a photo op here. You can just look at all the trees that they have lit up here. The sun's going down too, which just means it's only going to get colder. I don't mind that too much. It's surprising like how quiet it gets compared to the music, which is just 1 block away. So very peaceful. So very, very, very peaceful. Now here's a cool one for y'all, you guys that have read my book. If y'all have read my book, you all will know this building right in front of me is haunted. Well, mostly the 2nd floor. I did interview a few people, and I did hear a few stories that it is associated with the 2nd floor. By the way, I hope y'all really liked the ad that I worked on. Really appreciate it. And I mean, I got more books coming in the future. It's really exciting. I'm finally banking on my my gift of writing, and why I call myself the dream poet. Ooh, more lights. And that gazebo is really pretty. Now I believe this is a recreation of a bandstand from an early photo outside of the Bradley County Courthouse. If not, this should tell a bit more about it. This bandstand is donated by Alan and Janie Jones and the Alan Jones Foundation. It is an exact replica of the old bandstand that stood on the courthouse lawn from 1920 to 1963, completed October 31st, 2005. So that gives you an idea of what it was back then. Mostly nowadays, people get their graduation photos here, or it's also where they film the parade every year. And this is the main route, although as you all can tell, there's not really anything going on. And by the way, I didn't know this until I saw this in a documentary, but this building right here, it is also haunted. Probably one of these days I will write a part 2 to Ghosts and Mysteries of Bradley County, Tennessee. I mean, I really just touched the surface in the first book. But it's kind of interesting. The moment that I posted it or I published it, like, I had a lot more stories come out of the woodwork. Isn't it interesting how all that tends to work that way? It's kind of weird. It is so quiet out here. Well, minus the cars. That's the only thing. Kind of like it. It's nice out at night, even though it's like 36 degrees outside. I miss the Florida weather. Maybe one of these days, maybe I will go back to Florida. I don't know. Maybe one day. But in the meantime, let's check out the Christmas lights that they have here at the Bank of Cleveland. You know, I feel like that they had more stuff here at one point. I'm probably wrong on that. My memory is probably just a bit hazy. But what I do remember is that they did have the deer right here. Which, well, of all things, it's just beside Johnston Park. Let's go how they have that. That's a pretty decent sized deer right there. Now this is this was originally called the Philhour Building back in 1911. Present day it's the Bank of Cleveland. But even back when I was a kid, they had this amazing train set. I want to say that's LGB, I think. It's cool that they have this. I really like that they have set it up here with, but it's like a, in my opinion, it's a Cleveland tradition. Just get to see like all the mini trains. I think that they stop running it when they close. Just look at that big one right there. I like those kind of trains. Huh. Maybe one of these days I'll have to come while it's open. Never been inside the Bank of Cleveland. It is such an old, actually here it talks about it right here. The Philauer Brothers building. Built in 1911 by Will H. and John Philauer. Restored in 1988 by the Bank of Cleveland Board of Directors, and it is on the National Registry of Historic Sites. It's cool. And look, they got a Santa Claus. A big giant Christmas tree as well. That was a lot of cool stuff, but we're gonna go to one more place tonight, and we're gonna call it a Christmas staycation vlog for the time being. And it is here at this park. Now, I forget the name of the park, but there are a lot of businesses surrounding it. There's the CBC, that is a local hot spot, a local adult gathering here in Cleveland. Right in front of me is Ruddle's Bread and Book. That's actually one of the people that sells my books. If y'all want a book, well, over there is where you get one. And this is the statue of the man behind Cleveland's namesake. I believe he was a captain during the Civil War. Here, we'll walk across over here and we'll read it, see what it says. Colonel Benjamin Cleveland, 1738 to 1806. You can't really see it too much in the dark, but from what I can tell, he does have a Christmas wreath. So he is in the festive spirit. And right across from him, they have another Christmas tree. This is the third Christmas tree of this height that I have seen so far in downtown Cleveland. Although I think there is also another one at Lee University, but I don't think we're gonna go to that one tonight. But look how they have all these other holly bushes. I believe this is holly bush. Yeah, that's holly bush, but holly trees. They are all lit up. Isn't that so pretty? It is the end of the year, you guys, or at least it will be the end of the year in about 21 days. So there's another monument right here. It's like this is for the for those who are prisoners of war and missing in action. Well, maybe they can get one for, like a big one for Paul Huff, because I feel like he's really deserving of a monument, just because he was a Medal of Honor recipient. Well, anyway, you guys, this is going to be another Christmas staycation vlog for another day. I decided to visit downtown Cleveland with all the lights up, and I will say they've done a really good job. Like, this is really cool. Like, this reminds me of what I saw in Knoxville last year. Like, this is cool. Like if you are from the Bradley County area and like you don't come into like downtown that often, do come down. It is really cool what they've done. But anyway, you guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that you all care. Now you want to see more awesome videos like this. So without further ado, you guys, this Christmas staycation vlog is over. See you all in the next one. Peace, you guys.